Welcome to the exporting section of this course, and here we're going to be talking a little bit about what happens to clothes when they aren't kept in the UK where they would have been collected initially. What happens to them once they leave our country? So of the 650,000 tonnes of textiles that are collected annually from multiple different collection points, about 30% or less will be sold in the UK according to the Environmental Audit Committee report, which is called Fixing Fashion. So the 30% that will stay in the UK will be sold in charity shops, in online sales, on like vintage kilo shops, etc., etc. But all the rest will be exported, in theory, for reuse either in Africa or in Eastern Europe. So this is an example of what will happen to the huge proportions of clothes that don't get sold in second-hand markets when they reach their destination. In the case of Chile, it's about 85% of the clothes that won't get sold and then end up in these illegal landfill sites. There is a real lack of legal provision for what should happen to this waste. So the Alto Hospicio landfill, which is the one that really attracted so much attention, is illegal, and it really puts at risk the biodiversity and the local population that are living in the area. So another hub for second-hand clothing imports that has had a lot of media attention is the Katamanto market in Accra, Ghana. So the scale of the situation was highlighted in a documentary called Dead White Man's Clothes. However, the Ore Foundation, which was behind the documentary, wants to highlight the problems, but also the huge creativity and circular economy solutions that emerge from the second-hand clothing market. What we want to show is how these places that gather so much of textile waste can actually be seen as creative hubs, places where we start a new relationship with clothing and can see clothing as a resource rather than waste.